Signs hang in the windows at an empty Wilson Middle School. Exterminators spent Friday morning hunting for and killing more than 30 yellow sac spiders.
So we immediately recognized that we had to address that.
Superintendent James Feil says most of the insects were concentrated in an area near the library. He says as of now, only 2 bites have been reported.
We believe, probably that the matter has been resolved of it, just making sure that if anybody was bit, they want everybody, to be aware of what happened.
But the spiders were found in multiple classrooms. A letter was sent out to parents telling them to watch for symptoms.
There's redness, and it's a round, distinct area, or there's like 2 sort of tiny punctures in one place. It often is itchy.
Dr. Suzanne Havikin with Theta Care says yellow sac spiders are common in the area.
These can cause a little bit more tissue irritation. Some people can get a lot of swelling and even like nerve pain.
According to Michigan State University, yellow sac spiders may bite humans more than any other spider. They're often found in corners of walls and ceilings. They tend to blend in with light or neutral colored walls because of their pale color.
Of the house spiders, it falls in the house spider category. They're a little more aggressive.
She says if you think you've been bitten, to get it checked out. School officials hope this is the end of the issue.
My sense is there's such an immediate response that we have resolved this matter and we'll be back in the school.
Heading into the holiday season, hospitals across the state of Wisconsin are filling up with cases of COVID, RSV, and the flu. At Bellin Health in Green Bay, officials are reporting about a 20% increase in demand for emergency department services above normal conditions.
We're seeing a lot of kids particularly impacted by RSV. Influenza is doubling week over week right now with strong growth in the number of cases. There's around 500 patients hospitalized across the state with COVID-19.
Dr. Brad Burmeister is an emergency department physician at Bellin, but says many other local hospitals are also being impacted.
Things are sort of tight right now. There's space available for patients who need it, but that means that patients might have to wait just a little bit longer to get in to see their primary care physician, a little bit longer at urgent care or in the emergency department.
Burmeister says over the last week, they've seen influenza cases grow and RSV cases plateau. Despite the rise in virus cases, Green Bay resident Sean Smith says he still plans to celebrate the holidays with family.
Everybody was kind of apart from each other the last few years with COVID and everything and keeping their distance, especially with my older family members like my grandma and stuff. So I hope to see them this Christmas.
Stephen Hurst says he is not worried, especially about COVID-19.
I've had it 3 times already. Have the vaccines. Doesn't bother me anymore. Everyone just, it's going to happen or if you go outside or not.
Hurst says his holiday traditions will be the same.
Family, church, celebrate with people, crowds. Can't be afraid to go out.
I don't think that people necessarily need to worry or be afraid about getting a virus.
Burmeister says the main way to avoid getting sick is being vaccinated.
It appears we're slightly behind where we had been the last couple of years with influenza vaccines, across our entire population.
He says also to wash your hands, stay home when you are sick, and wear a mask if needed.
The Allouez facility would be located on the 17-acre site of the current Broadview soccer complex. It would replace the aging Broadview Y nearby. The other new Y will be the workout facility for adults, taking up the 3rd and 4th floors of the Capital Credit Union building in Ashwaubenon on West Main Street.
At the Greater Green Bay YMCA, our future is growth.
Greater Green Bay YMCA President and CEO Sean Elliott announced the 2 collaborative expansion projects that have been in the works for years with both Capital Credit Union and the Village of Allouez.
These 2 new model partnerships will allow our respective organizations to advance our missions, to impact and serve more kids, families, and members of our community in a holistic and innovative way.
The Greater Green Bay Y will kick off a capital campaign next year, looking to raise $35 million for the new facility to be built in Allouez. The village is donating the 17-acre plot of land that makes up the Broadview soccer complex for the new full-service Y. It will also be home to the new Allouez Community Center.
Creating facilities like this and other things that are going on in our greater Brown County community only make our community more desirable for young families who want to come back, raise their families, and have great facilities.
The 80,000 square foot facility will use 2 acres of the site. Parking lots will take up another 5 acres.
And the rest of the space we want to continue to use and maintain the integrity that it's been used for generations for kids and families for athletic fields.
Groundbreaking in Allouez will only begin after 60% of the capital campaign goal is reached and could then take up to 2 years to build. More immediate will be the addition of the 5th Y on West Main Street in Ashwaubenon, set to open next spring. The Ridge YMCA at Capital Credit Union will be an adult wellness facility for members 19 and older, offering cardio and strength equipment, classes, and personal training. The Y will occupy the 3rd and 4th floors of the existing credit union building.
The Y and Capital Credit Union are focused on taking care of people, helping to build stronger communities, and this partnership really allows us to do that.